Collinsville is where it's at, so when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Final home game of the year for your Collinsville Lady Kahok basketball team. Final home appearance forever for the seniors on the team. So Stasia Bush and Riley Doyle and Oriana Givens will probably have some emotions going on after this one's over. Welcome once again, and welcome into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. They have a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion: anniversaries, birthdays, graduations, weddings. Cullip Jennings Florist is there for all of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Let's get you caught up on the day's festivities thus far. Junior varsity game here just ended. A low-scoring affair it was, as the JVers lost to Edwardsville by a final of 26-21. JV boys won at Edwardsville just a little while ago, 43-41, so they are 15-0 on the year. And the freshman teams did not fare well today. The freshman boys lost a close one at Edwardsville, 52-50, while the girls here just before the JV game lost to Edwardsville 24-17. So the boys are getting ready to take the court at Edwardsville, and the girls are getting ready to do the same thing here at Collinsville. And Collinsville, of course, their first-year head coach Colin Moore, 4-9 on the year, 1-9 in conference play. Edwardsville, coached by Katie Ponce, who actually got married during COVID, so her last name is now Hoppe. That's H-A-P-P-E, but pronounced Hoppe. She is in her first year, and she has her team out to 11-1 and 9-1 in Southwestern Conference play. Offensively for Collinsville, they're averaging about 41.9 points per game, so we'll just call it 42. Edwardsville averaging 62. So Edwardsville averaging 20 more points scored per game than the Kahawks. And then on the defensive side, Collinsville giving up 49 points per game, while Edwardsville just gives up 41. So it's going to take a lot for Collinsville to come in and defeat these Edwardsville Tigers, who are pretty much doing the same thing under Katie Hoppy that they were doing under their longtime legendary head coach Lori Blade, who retired at the end of last year. We'll take a look at some of Blade's numbers as she retires from the basketball side of things, and we'll do that on the other side of a break on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Once again, welcome back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, getting set, for varsity girls action between Collinsville and Edwardsville. So, told you about legendary Lori Blade, the head coach for this Tigers basketball club for the last 18 years. 26 years she was in the head coaching industry as far as girls basketball is concerned. 8 years in Carrollton before that. 743 wins. 92 losses, man. That is just unbelievable. She's 8th all-time, by the way, on that wins list. Only coach in Illinois sports history with 700 wins in both basketball and softball. She still is the head softball coach at Edwardsville High School, by the way. And for Edwardsville, she has a 5-10-65 record. 510 wins and only 65 losses in 18 years at Edwardsville High School. By the way, her softball record is 729 wins and 118 losses, so still not bad. 17 straight regional championships. That is still going, even though we're in a pandemic and we're not going to have really a conference standing, so to speak, but we are going to have a conference tournament. 13 sectional championships in that time for Lori Blade. 6 times super sectional champs. That means 6 trips to state. They had finished in second place in the 11-12 season and the 16-17 season, and they finished in 4th place in the 17-18 season. While with Carrollton, by the way, she had an outstanding record of 233 wins and only 27 losses over 8 years. 7-time regional champions at Carrollton. 5 trips to state. Took second place in the 98-99 season and back-to-back state championships at the end of the 2000 season and the end of the 2002 season. So 68-4 record in all those playoff games too, man. That's just impressive. Ponce, by the way, Hoppy, by the way, played for and coached under Lori Blade Hoppy graduated in 2011. She played on teams that never lost more than 3 games in the season. 4-time regional champs, 4-time sectional champs during Hoppy's time there under the tutelage of Lori Blade. 948 points for Katie Hoppy as an Edwardsville Tiger as well. So she has a great pedigree, comes from a great pedigree, comes from underneath a great coach. So I'm expecting Edwardsville, why not, to pretty much pick up where Lori Blade left off. And at 11-1 on the season, looks like they have done exactly that. We'll take our final break here on the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you and any other pertinent information that we haven't already touched on, and we'll continue to do that on the other side of this timeout on the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Cullip Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape. Check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Cullip Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Cullip Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I am Todd Duke, glad you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Here are your starters. We'll begin with Edwardsville. Elle Evans, a 6'2" junior, wears number 21 on her jerseys. Caitlin Roberts, a 6'2" senior, wears number 22. We're going in numerical order here, folks. Macy Sylvie, 5'10" junior, wears number 23. Ariana Bennett, a 6' junior, wears number 24. And Sydney Harris, you guessed it, wears number 25. And Harris is a 6' junior. For Collinsville, Megan Jansen, the 6'2" sophomore, out on the floor. Ella Guerrero, the 5'4" freshman, out there wearing number 13. 23 is Astasia Bush, one of the 3 seniors on the team. 34, that's Riley Doyle. She's one of those seniors, and she stands at 5'8". And then Jenna Scheller, the 6'2" sophomore, wears number 45 on her back. And that is the look at your starting lineups. By the way, Jordan Gary no longer on this varsity basketball team, in case anyone was wondering that. And I don't get into reasons or why, so I just report what I know. Collinsville comes away with a turnover right off the bat. K-Hawks are in the home whites, trimmed in purple. Numbers are in purple, and the word K-Hawks written across the fronts of their jerseys over the tops of those numbers. Tigers are in their road black uniforms, trimmed a little orange. Numbers are in orange, and the word Tigers over their numbers on the fronts of their jerseys. Here is Guerrero, the freshman, over on the sideline. Into Jenna Scheller. Jenna Scheller, not a lot of room to move, so gives it out to Bush. Bush found herself all alone and didn't realize it in time before she tried to take a shot that was partially blocked and ends up into the hands of Edwardsville. Here is Harris. Harris's rebound, or shot no good. Rebound, first one belongs to Edwardsville. Second one belongs to Collinsville. And here is Riley Doyle. And Doyle underneath the basket couldn't get the little baby hook to fall. And the rebound belongs to Edwardsville, as there were no purple and white jerseys around that ball after that shot at all. 3-point shot, and that one is good from Elle Evans. That's how this game gets going. Leading scorer, by the way, Sydney Harris for Edwardsville. She has 219 points. Her and 2 of her other teammates are averaging double digits. Harris, by the way, averaging 22 points a game. Here is Megan Jansen, and Jansen gets 2 of those right back. Elle Evans averaging 12.2, and Macy Sylvie averaging 12. The only one in the double digit on the average is Jenna Scheller for Collinsville, averaging 11 points per game. Sydney Harris sends in the second 3-point shot for Edwardsville, and Edwardsville extends their lead 6-2. Collinsville with the ball up court, and here is Megan Jansen. Jansen gives the ball up to Guerrero. Guerrero back over this way for Bush. Bush dribbles, top of the key, free throw line. Tries to spin, but no room to spin, so gives to Guerrero in the far corner. Now a bounce pass to Scheller. Scheller also in that far corner. Gives it back up for Guerrero. Guerrero using Scheller as a screen, but a screen that was a pass in between the 2 defenders, and Collinsville can't buy a bucket right now. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. 6-2 in favor of Edwardsville. They kick it out for Evans. Evans, top of the key. Back over to this wing now for Sylvie. She takes the 3-point shot. That one misses. First 3-point shot missed by Edwardsville in this game. And Collinsville comes away with the rebound. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero brings the ball up. Top of the key, gives it up to Scheller. Scheller thought about going to the corner for Doyle. That one's a little short on the 3-point shot. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Excuse me. Bounce pass for Elle Evans, and she now has 5. 8-2. The only blemish on the Edwardsville Tigers record this year was a loss at O'Fallon. That was Tuesday. Or Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday. We'll get into a little bit more detail on that. Here's a 3-point shot from Megan Jansen. That skips off the front of the rim, just barely ticked it. And the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. They bring it up underneath the basket. Once again, Evans. Evans, no room to move, kicks it back outside for Harris. Her 3-point shot misses the mark. And the rebound put back up by Edwardsville. Second one belongs to Collinsville after the missed shot. We're just about halfway through this first quarter. And here is Jansen. Megan Jansen to the corner. From Scheller to Bush. Outside Guerrero for 3. A little too strong. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville, and they turn that into 2 points for Ariana Bennett. 10-2. Edwardsville extends that lead. 3:45 to play here in this opening quarter. Here comes Megan Jansen. Jansen up the sideline, hands it off to Guerrero. Guerrero out front, leaves it for Bush, over onto the wing for Jansen. Jansen dribbles it across the free throw line and underhands it to Bush. She'll shoot it from there. It hits the side of the backboard, and once again, Edwardsville comes away with it. And a dribble drive, and Sydney Harris with 5, and a 30-second timeout called, but we're already into mask timeout territory, so we will take the mask timeout portion of this, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Kahok's back to work on offense. Oriana Givens checks into the game for the first time tonight, and then that ball was kicked by Evans as Jansen was trying to bounce the ball over to Stasia Bush. Inbound pass from Givens to Scheller. Scheller back over this way, and Guerrero, the freshman, to the sophomore Jansen. Back over on the far side for the senior Givens, and then inside, back outside, into the corner. Collinsville moving the ball around quickly. Givens, she'll take it off the glass, good for 2. Oriana Givens gets her team's 3rd and 4th points, but Collinsville still trailing 12-4. 2:35 left to play here in this opening quarter. On to the wing for Harris. Harris over to Evans. Evans looks a lot taller than 6'2", that's for sure. Might have been when she started off at the beginning of the year, but I think she's probably grown. Evans, a junior, and a shot. Caitlin Roberts on the board for the first time, and it's a 10-point lead once again here for Edwardsville. Here comes Megan Jansen. Jansen across the timeline with 2:05 to play here in the first quarter. On to the wing for Stasia Bush. Bush to Givens, one wing to the other. Givens gives it up now for Jansen. Jansen back to Givens. And over this way for Guerrero, into the left corner for Bush. Back to Guerrero on the left wing. Keeping it outside of the perimeter, Edwardsville and their defense does a pretty good job of keeping everybody outside. Here's Jansen, got double teamed as she tried to enter from the top of the key. So a pass stays outside. Across the way we go for Givens. Oriana, she'll drive and have that ball kicked out from her. And then Guerrero comes up with it. Top of the key for Jansen. Back inside for Jenna Scheller. She'll turn it back out to the corner for Bush. Over and out to a couple of touch passes. Back to Guerrero on the wing. Now to Jansen. Collinsville controlling that ball, but time continues to tick away. We're under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Here is Jansen into the corner for Guerrero. Guerrero back out to Jansen. Jansen into the paint, takes the shot. Couldn't even get it all the way up there before it was partially blocked. And Edwardsville brings it up and throws it away. Each team now with 2 turnovers. Ronnie Doyle checks back into the game for Collinsville. So does Sylvie and Bennett. Inbound pass comes in to Guerrero. Down to 35 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Doyle across the way for Givens. Back out front for Guerrero. Bounce pass back to where it came from, and Guerrero to the free throw line for Astacia Bush. Back to Guerrero. She lines up a three and can't hit it. Rebound belongs to Bush. She'll put it back in off the glass. Good for two. 10 seconds left. Here comes the Tigers, and that is Sylvie. She comes in, takes the shot, can't get it to fall, and at the buzzer, a rebound by Astacia Bush, but the buzzer sounded. Collinsville couldn't do anything with it. 14-6 after 1 quarter of play. Quarter number 2 comes your way next, right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Collinsville will have the ball to start quarter number 2, and Ricky Merlack checks into the game for the first time, the 5'7" junior. Just played in that JV game. Here is a pass to Riley Doyle. Doyle back over on the wing now for Astacia Bush. Bush comes from the wing and then at the top of the key throws it over to Jansen, who gives to Merlack. Merlack over to Jansen. Inside now for Scheller. Into the paint. Turnaround shot. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. That's handled by Ariana Bennett for Edwardsville. Tigers bring the ball up. Here is Macy Sylvie. Sylvie on the right wing, right in front of Colin Moore, the Collinsville head coach. Back out we go, and a three-point shot on the way. Nothing but net from Sydney Harris, and Harris already has 8 points in this game. Collinsville brings the ball up, and not anymore. Another turnover by the Kahawks and a turnaround shot using the glass. Sydney Harris just adds on to her point total, and now she has 10. Pressure being put on, and that pressure was enough to cause Collinsville another turnover, and we have a jump ball called, possession arrow in favor of the Tigers, so Collinsville will turn the ball over again. They're fourth. Macy Sylvie set to inbound. Little lob inbound pass going to Emerson Weller into the corner. Another three-point shot on the way. That one just tips the far side of the rim. Rebound by Riley Doyle. She slows down and has some help from her teammates as they come up court. Here is Jansen to Jenna Scheller. Scheller at the top of the key. Underhands it to Ricky Merlack. Merlack bounces it on the corner, or tries to bounce it on the wing, but she telegraphed that. Harris had an easy pickoff and an even easier 2 points for Sydney Harris. Don't need to give her free points like that. She scores about 22 a game as it is. Here is Jansen. And a timeout called by Coach Moore, a 30-second timeout. So we will step aside for that long as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke. Glad you're with us. Last home game of the year for the Lady Kahok basketball program. They will finish up their season Monday at Freeburg and then Tuesday at Belleville East. Here is Bardwell into the game, and she travels. Fifth turnover for Collinsville, 21-6 already in favor of Edwardsville. Edwardsville, I told you, the only loss this year was Wednesday at O'Fallon, 60-41. They beat O'Fallon earlier in the year at home. That was in overtime, 62-67, but they battled all they could against O'Fallon and lost that one 60-41, only the second conference loss since the 2009-2010 season. The other loss, right here on this floor, to the Collinsville Lady Kahawks, December of 2015. A foul, nope, a travel they're going to call.
Coming back in the game for the Kahawks, number 34, Riley Doyle. Checking in for the Tigers.
On the 3rd of December of 2015, Collinsville beat this Edwardsville High School team 70-68. And up until that point, that was their last loss in the conference until Wednesday's night loss at O'Fallon. Sylvie on the board for the first time tonight, as Edwardsville is looking like they want to roll away with this one quickly. Here's Guerrero over to Jansen. Jansen to Oriana Givens. Givens dribbles and drives at the free throw line. She hops and she can't complete. And the rebound belongs to the Edwardsville Tigers. And here once again is Macy Sylvie. Sylvie cuts into the paint. And a fingertip shot from about 4 feet out while in midair is good for Sylvie. She now has 4. And it is already a 21-point lead here for Edwardsville in this first half. Riley Doyle at the top of the key. Far side for Givens. Into the corner for Guerrero. Back out front for Givens. To Bush. Here is Megan Jansen. Throws it up. Excuse me. Up over for Givens. And now Ella Guerrero onto the wing for Riley Doyle. Doyle dribbles and kicks it back out for Jansen. Jansen, tell you what, Edwardsville does great on defense. There's not a lot of room to move once you try to penetrate inside that three-point stripe. And a foul coming up. This one is going to come up against Caitlin Roberts, and that is the first foul of this game. Halfway through quarter number 2, and pick up our first foul by either team, and a mask timeout has now been called since we have 4:03 left to play here in this quarter. So mask timeout coming up for us and you, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahawk Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service as well as a mobile service, whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121 or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jenna Scheller knocks down a 2-pointer while we were away at commercial break. So Collinsville picks up points number 7 and 8. Here's a 3-point try coming from the wing, and that one is good from Elle Evans. That is her second 3-point shot made here in this one. And the Kahawks bring it up. What happened to my feed, man? Dribble drive by Jansen, and that one finds a way in. Her fourth. There we go. Inbound pass coming in from in front of the Kahawk bench by Caitlin Morningstar. Called her name a few times in that JV game. She hands the ball off to Evans. Evans on the far side gives it up to Gwen Anderson. Also played a lot of minutes in that JV game. Now back over this way for Morningstar and over on the far side for Evans. Evans works it up inside and a loose ball picked up and put in by Emerson Weller. And Guerrero fires it over to Oriana Givens. Givens around inside the paint, off the glass. That was off to the left-hand side, though. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Tigers bring it up, and with it is Anderson. Anderson on the wing, gives it up for Bennett. Bennett drives baseline, gets around Scheller, puts up a weird shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound picked up by Edwardsville, and they will start all over again. Here is Bennett. Underneath, has it knocked out of her hands by Givens, and the ball will remain with Edwardsville. Bardwell and Bush back in for Collinsville. Roberts, Sylvie, and Harris all back into the game for Edwardsville.
2 points, Caitlin Roberts.
Roberts picks up another 2 points. I lost the feed on my phone, so I'm trying to get it back up and trying to make sure that I'm still caught up here, but every time I touch the stupid screen, it pauses. I think I'm all right now. Here is Scheller. I just like to make sure I'm on. I keep it on my phone, so I make sure I'm still on. Another turnover by Collinsville, and it turns into another 2 points for Weller, and she's got a chance to turn it into 3 after a foul will be handed out to Astasia Bush. That'll be her first, and that is the team's first. Each team now with 1 and to the free throw line. Our first free throw participant is Emerson Weller. And Weller makes good on her free throw. She came in having hit 11 of 21, or 52.4%. But she extends that lead. It's now a 27-point lead here for Edwardsville, 37-10. Here's Scheller on the wing. Back over to this wing for Bardwell. Into the perimeter for Bush. And all the way to the other side. 3-point shot corner from Jansen. Misses everything. And there is Astasia Bush to pick it up before Weller could get there. Back over. And here's Guerrero for 3 from the wing. That one's good. Collinsville finally hits a 3-pointer on their 6th try. And it's 37-13. 1:05 left to play here in this first half. All the way out. That was Sylvie. Free throw line. Roberts over on the far side wing for Sylvie. Top of the key. And a 3-point answer by Harris misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. And back all the way out to the top of the key again. That is Macy Sylvie. Sylvie directs her way over to the right wing. Back to the top of the key. A dribble drive by Evans. Evans from the left side takes it all the way out to the right side, where it lands into the hands of Jenna Scheller. Now up to Astasia Bush with 30 seconds left. Collinsville brings the ball up. Here is Bush. Bush gives it up for Jansen. Jansen with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Backs up toward the midcourt logo. And then hands it off on the right side for Guerrero. Guerrero just hit a big 3-pointer over there. Gives it up for Bardwell. Under 10 to play. Bardwell to Jansen. Jansen gets around Harris. And then the ball knocked out of bounds. Collinsville will have 1.2 seconds in which to get this thing back into the basket.
Caitlin Morningstar, number 30, Molly Peel.
Molly Peel and Caitlin Morningstar check back into the game. Bardwell underneath of the basket, not a lot of time to work with. Need a inbound and a shot by Guerrero at the buzzer, yes! Ella Guerrero hits a three-pointer at the buzzer and makes it a little bit more respectable, 37-16 after 1.5 of play, and that takes us to halftime. We'll crunch the numbers for you, and we'll bring all those back to you after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. 37-16 at halftime in favor of Edwardsville. Let's get you caught up on the rest of the scores before we dive into this one. These are all finals for you. Freshman boys at Edwardsville lost today 52-50. The JV boys won at Edwardsville 43-41. JV boys 15-0 on the year and a chance for a complete 16-0 season this coming Tuesday here against Belleville East. The freshman girls lost on this floor earlier today 24-17, and the JV girls also lost on this floor 26-21. We are at halftime of the girls' game. They are at halftime of the boys' game at Edwardsville, and things not going too well there either. Collinsville on the losing side of a 23-6 score right now at halftime. Not much better here either, 37-16 at halftime. Edwardsville with the lead. Edwardsville had a 8-point lead after a 14-6 first quarter. And then the Tigers really poured it on and outscored Collinsville 23-10 in that second quarter. So that 8-point lead stretched out to a 21-point lead, all in the second quarter. Leading scorer, no surprise, 14 points for Sydney Harris. Team leader in points, averaging about 22 a game. She's the only one in double digits. 8 points for Elle Evans, 5 points for Emerson Weller, 4 points apiece for Caitlin Roberts and Macy Sylvie, and then 2 points for Ariana Bennett. Leading scorer for Collinsville, Ella Guerrero, with back-to-back three-pointers there at the closing moments of that second quarter. Megan Jansen has 4, and then 2 points apiece for Astasia Bush, Jenna Scheller, and Oriana Givens. Battle of the boards being won by Edwardsville. They are out-rebounding Collinsville 13-7. Collinsville has turned the ball over 7 times in that first half compared to 3 for Edwardsville. And from the lines, Collinsville did not get to the free throw line in that first half. Edwardsville only had one shooter. That was Emerson Weller. She hit the only one she was going to get, so Edwardsville 1 for 1. Collinsville, on the strength of those 2 Ella Guerrero three-pointers, has 2 of 7 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Edwardsville has hit half of theirs at 4 of 8. That is a look at your first half stats. And quarter number 3 coming your way in just a moment as we continue here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Once again, welcome back. I have a clearing throat problem today, apparently. Like, doesn't happen until I turn the microphone up, and then all of a sudden I realize I have to clear my throat. Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Collinsville trailing 37-16. How about a little history lesson? Since the 99-2000 season, Edwardsville has owned this rivalry. 36 wins to 7 losses. Last wins for Collinsville. We mentioned that already, that December 3rd, 2015 game. So it's already been 6 years since the last win by Collinsville. Here is Guerrero on the wing in front of her coach. The last win at Edwardsville by the girls basketball program. You have to go all the way back to 2006. January the 9th, actually, a 40-31 win. And the last time Collinsville swept both the home and the away game from Edwardsville, 2002 and 2003 season. They also did it the year before that in 01-02. 8th turnover for Collinsville. But not since then. And in the playoffs, not much better. Collinsville is 0-5 against Edwardsville over the last 21 years. So 41-7 total. There's a Sydney Harris three-point shot from way downtown. So it's been a little bit of a rough stretch for Collinsville over the years. Here is Megan Jansen, bounces it out to Guerrero. She thought about the three, but that avenue was cut off by the very tall Evans. I'm sure if she sticks her arms up in the air, she's at least 10 feet tall. Collinsville stays with it, though. Here's Guerrero. She'll launch a three. That looks good. That's good. Ella Guerrero. 3 3-pointers in this game. One of those playoff losses was last year. The 21st of February, a 50-40 loss by Collinsville right here in this gym as Collinsville hosted regionals last year, and that turned out to be the final game of Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. Kaylin Roberts. They count the bucket. They did. Nastasia Bush picks up her second foul. And actually, Bush was the only one to pick up a foul in the first half. Only one foul committed by Collinsville in each half. Of course, this half just starting. That meeting last year in the playoffs was 10 years in between the last time Collinsville and Edwardsville met in the playoffs. That was on the 18th of February in 2010. 30-second timeout, so we will step aside. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Finish up the last thought on this history thing. The Collinsville Kahawks have lost the last 9 meetings now versus Edwardsville. Of course, that will take you back to that 2015 season. Here is Jansen. Jansen in front of her coach on the wing to Guerrero, who's got the hot three-point hand right now, to Scheller. Kicks it back out to Guerrero. Guerrero bluffs, head fakes, takes the shot, off balance as it is, and the rebound belongs to the Lady Tigers. They bring it up, and here is Sylvie for 3. That one misses the mark. All the way in the corner it goes, and the rebound hauled down for another three-point shot, and that one's made. by Sydney Harris. That is her fourth three-point shot made in this game. Collinsville now trails 47-19. 5:25 left to play here in this third. Guerrero on the sideline, stops. Now Scheller with it at the free throw line. Outside for Bush. Bush almost lost the ball. Into Scheller. Scheller all the way out for Guerrero. Guerrero over on the far side for Riley Doyle, who can hit some three-pointers of her own. Doyle stopped at the baseline, needs a little bit of help, so Guerrero steps up a little bit and helps out. Now Guerrero brings it around toward her bench on the right wing. Back to the top of the key for Jansen, who gives it up for Bush. Back to Jansen. Merlack and Bardwell set to check in at the next opportunity, which would probably be also a mask timeout. Here is Bush, hop, skip, and a jump. Can't get it to finish, and the rebound goes between her legs. Scheller picks it up, puts it back up, and in. 4:20 left to play. Quarter number 3, 47-21 in favor of Edwardsville. Here is Roberts on the far side for Evans. She'll launch a three, and she'll almost hit it. Coming in from absolutely nowhere and picking up the rebound and putting it back in was Emerson Weller. She just came flying in while that shot was in midair and ends up with the ball in her hands and ends up with 2 more points. Scheller. Jansen had it hit her ankle and almost stopped. So she picks it back up and throws it into the lane for Doyle, and a three-point shot from Scheller is a little bit too strong, and the rebound belongs to Edwardsville once again. They bring it up underneath the basket, left all alone. Elle Evans, she now has 10, and it's a 30-point lead here for Edwardsville with still 3:25 to play in this third quarter. Scheller hands it off to Doyle. Doyle back to Guerrero. Guerrero to Scheller to Bush. Bush in the slot, now over onto the far side. Here's another Guerrero three-pointer. That one's from way downtown, and that hits the top of the backboard after it comes bouncing down. Edwardsville pulls in another board, and here once again is Harris. She drives, dumps the ball off. Loose ball picked up by Jansen. Jansen looking for some teammates. Thought they were going to have some to come ahead of her, and a shot and a foul. Almost fell in, did the shot from Jansen, but she'll head to the free throw line. Only the second foul of this game for Edwardsville as well. Emerson Weller. Caitlin Roberts picked up the only one in the first half, and we do have a mask timeout. So we will step aside for a mask timeout as well, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Megan Jansen hits one of her 2 free throws, and then Edwardsville brings the ball up court. And off the glass, no good, and a rebound by Scheller off of the missed shot by Ashlyn Hauk, who had a pretty good JV game herself. Here is Ricky Merlack. Merlack couldn't buy a bucket in that JV game, man. She scored 2 points, and that could have been a blocking foul as Merlack kind of ran right into the collarbone of the player underneath the basket. But the transition from defense to offense happens real quick for this Edwardsville Lady Tigers team, and Caitlin Morningstar has got herself a couple of points here in this varsity game. Here is Collinsville's Guerrero, another three-point try. That one skips right across the rim, a little bit too far. Rebound belongs to Bardwell. Bardwell gives it up for Merlack, and Scheller in the paint, turns around, takes the shot, and the rebound belongs to the Edwardsville Lady Tigers, who throw it all the way up. Three-point shot for Morningstar, and that one's good.
Caitlin Morningstar.
90 seconds left here in this fourth quarter, 56-22. Collinsville trailing by 34 points. Here's Guerrero. Top of the key for Scheller. Far side corner for Givens. Givens comes out of the corner. Gives it up to the freshman Guerrero. Ella drives, top of the key, picks it up, gives to Bardwell, who gives to Scheller. Scheller, turn around, and that one won't roll in either. Another rebound for Edwardsville. Over on the far side, Anderson. And then the ball knocked out of bounds. Stays with Edwardsville. Scheller was the last one to touch it. Stasia Bush checks into the game, or back into the game. Dallas Jenkins checks into the game for the first time for Edwardsville. And Molly Peel, a 5'7" freshman, checks into the game as well. Jenkins, a 5'5" sophomore. Also, Olivia Kolensberg, a 5'6" freshman, checks in for Edwardsville. So Coach Hoppy going to give some of her varsity girls a little bit of a break here as they're in control of this one. And Kolensberg off the glass for a couple of points, and she has dented the scoreboard for the first time. 58-22, 40 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Bardwell. Bardwell from one side to the other and then back to the same direction to Givens. Givens at the free throw line. Foul coming up. And that's going to go against Jenkins. Only the third foul in the game for Edwardsville. Collinsville has only committed 2. Both of those belong to Astasia Bush, one in the first half, one in the second half. Inbound pass picked off. Stepping right in front of it was Anderson. And the Tigers bring it up with 20 seconds left. Here's a dribble drive by Hauk. Out front now for Peel. Peel over onto the wing for Anderson. Anderson. Free throw line, shot, and just a little bit off to the left. Anderson had 7 points in that JV win. Dallas Jenkins comes off the bench and picks up 2 fouls. And that's a turnover, only the 4th of the game for Edwardsville. 3 seconds left. Collinsville has got to do something with it. Here's Guerrero at the buzzer. Nope. It was close, but that is the end of the third quarter. So we step aside and back in just a minute here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Well, here we are in the fourth quarter, and not good news for Collinsville. And continues, Macy Sylvie does, pouring it on here. 60-22, that's a 38-point lead, so we will have running clock here all throughout this fourth quarter. It'll only stop during the mask timeout and if teams call a timeout. Of course, if there's an injury, that'll stop the clock as well, but everything else, inbound passes, free throw shots, clock will keep on running for all of those. Here is Ricky Merlack into the corner for Bush. Bush brings it out of the corner, cuts across the lane, gives it up for Riley Doyle. She'll shoot a three from there. It's off to the right, and the rebound belongs to the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. They bring it up. Here is Elle Evans. Evans over on the far side for Sylvie. Sylvie back to the top of the key. Three-point shot for Sydney Harris, and that's good. She has 5 3-point buckets here in this game. 7 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Over to Bush. And a kicked ball by Harris. We'll give the ball back to Collinsville. And it will be Lucy Montgomery into the game for the first time on the varsity side for the Lady Kahawks to inbound. Does so to Bush. Bush top of the key, launches a three-point shot. A little too strong, hits that fat part of the iron. Skips off the glass as well. And then Edwardsville controls the rebound. They bring it up, and it is Harris over onto the wing, now into the paint, and underneath the basket. Shot taken there by Bennett, no good. Rebound belongs to Lucy Montgomery for Collinsville. And Lucy Montgomery trying real hard not to give it up. She gives it to Givens. Givens comes across the line, probably just in the nick of time, and settles up over on the left wing. Gives it up to Montgomery, over to Merlack, into the corner for Bush. Back to Merlack on the right wing. Riley Doyle to Astasia Bush, to Ricky Merlack from the corner. Rolls right across that rim, and the rebound again belongs to Edwardsville. 5:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Far side sideline, Evans dribbles and drives and dumps it off, trying to feed a wide open Sylvie, but Riley Doyle stepped right in front of that. 5th turnover for Edwardsville. Doyle brings it up into the corner for Ricky Merlack. Bluffs the three, head fake into the paint, takes the shot off the glass, no good, but going to the free throw line will be Ricky Merlack after Macy Sylvie picks up her first foul.
Her first personal foul, 4th team foul.
And Ricky Merlack, 2 for 2 on the varsity side from the free throw line, and as soon as I open my mouth, she misses. Ricky had a hard time in that JV game, too. She ended up going 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
And for the Tigers, number 11, Caitlin Morningstar.
Morningstar checks back into the game for Edwardsville. And Ricky Merlack makes her second free throw. So Collinsville 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. 4.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Fast moving because of that running clock. Edwardsville led by 36 points when the fourth quarter started. Offset from the free throw line. Shot taken, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it up. Here is Guerrero, the freshman, who has 3 3-point buckets of her own tonight. Here's Bardwell. Bardwell dumps it off for Jansen. Jansen cuts into the paint. Over for Guerrero for 3, and that one won't fall. And the rebound tipped by Scheller right into the hands of Evans. And that turns into 2 points for Sylvie. She now has 8. 65-23. The way this game's going, we might not get a mask break. There's no whistle. Except for that free throw shot. And then we have another turnover by Collinsville and another 2 points for Emerson Weller. She now has 7 points. Well, Sydney Harris, who averages 22 points a game, has done that and then some. She has 25 in this game so far. Here's Guerrero to Scheller to Merlack. Merlack cuts across the lane, takes the shot, gets it. 67-25. Here's Sylvie. She drives, shoots, and off the glass for 2. Sylvie into double digits with 10. 3 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Guerrero. One arm pass to Scheller. Back to Guerrero. Looks like Lucy Montgomery and Emma Rabashitsky are going to check into this game. for Collinsville. Here's Jansen, zigzags through the paint, takes the shot, and can't get it to fall. Rebound saved. Nicely done there by Evans. And a timeout called by Coach Katie Hoppy for Edwardsville. So there is probably your mask timeout as well. So we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Emma Rabashitsky into the game for the first time for Collinsville. Comes away with a rebound on a missed shot by Edwardsville. Over to Murlack, who gets it to Montgomery. Now over to Maisie Gilland, who's into the game for the first time. And the JVers are controlling the floor here for Collinsville. Lucy Montgomery off of the bench collects 2 points. 69-27. Edwardsville with the lead. The lead they have had since the beginning. Underneath the basket, and that is Hauk, as Edwardsville also has a lot of their JVers out there as well. Here is Weller, and over onto the far side it goes, and that is Morningstar, and a shot no good. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. They kick it all the way back out front for Hauk. And Hauk over on the far side wing for Anderson. To Hauk, and she was left all alone, came in untouched back door. And another couple of points for Edwardsville, 71-27. Clock continues to move. 1:15 left here in this fourth quarter. One more basketball game on the schedule coming your way Tuesday. We'll have both the JV and the varsity game for the boys. Final game of the year. The girls will be at Belleville East. The boys will be here. And final regular season game, I should say. We do have that Southwestern Conference tournament, but probably not going to have any home games on either the boys or the girls' side. So our next broadcast after Tuesday will probably be soccer. Boys soccer. Here's Montgomery. 40 seconds left here in this one. Gilland back to Montgomery. She's baseline trying to back her way in. Does so. Takes the shot. Can't get it to go. She's being all kinds of pressured there by Kolnsberg, and those two end up on the ground. Collinsville will keep the ball. Whistle stops the action, but not the clock. 20 seconds to go. So now Harris into the game for the first time. All the way out to Rabashitsky, who gets it up to Montgomery. Montgomery trying to muscle her way in off the glass. Can't get it to go. Second try, good. Edwardsville will bring the ball up court. They don't even have to take a shot if they don't want to, but looks like they might anyway. That's going to do it, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. 71-29. Edwardsville wins, drops Collinsville's record to 4-10, and Edwardsville improves to 12-1. We now welcome you into the Chiropractic Works post-game show, brought to you by my friend Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call at 343-3602, online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show heads your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach. whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Welcome back to the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Collinsville loses this one here tonight, 71-29. Boys are losing like 40-something to, I think they're in the teens over in Edwardsville. We'll pass it along to you on the Facebook page once that becomes final. All right, this one was all Edwardsville from start to finish. Edwardsville had an 8-point lead after one quarter of play when it was 14-6. They really added on with a 23-10 second quarter. It was 37-16. At the end of one half of play, and they kept on pouring it on to Edwardsville. They outscored Collinsville 21-6 in the third quarter, and Collinsville only was 7 more points in the fourth quarter before you knew it. The whole fourth quarter was a running clock fourth quarter, and 71-29 was our final score. Leading scorer in this one was Sydney Harris. She averages 22 points a game. She knocked down 23, so pretty normal for her. A couple more double-digit scores for Edwardsville as Elle Evans and Macy Sylvie hit 10, 9 points for Emerson Weller, 8 points for Caitlin Roberts, 5 points for Caitlin Morningstar. And then off the bench, we had a couple from Ariana Bennett. Actually, she was a starter, just 2 points for her, Ashlyn Hauk, and Olivia Kolnsberg. Leading scorer for Collinsville, none of the girls got into double digits. Closest one was Ella Guerrero with her three-point shots that gave her 9 points, 5 points for Megan Jansen, 4 points for Jenna Scheller and Lucy Montgomery, 3 points for Ricky Merlack, and then 2 each for Oriana Givens and Astasia Bush. Battle of the boards won by Edwardsville. They out-rebounded Collinsville 23-15. Kahawks turned the ball over 10 times compared to 5 for Edwardsville. And from the lines, not a lot from the free throw lines. Collinsville made 2 of 4, while Edwardsville made 1 of 1. Matter of fact, I can count 7 fouls in this whole game. Collinsville only had 2 of those. Edwardsville had the rest. How about that? 3-point land, Collinsville hit 3 of 15. All 3 of those came from the freshman Ella Guerrero, and Edwardsville hit 8 of 13 3-point tries. That is going to do it for us from here. We are back here Tuesday night for our final visit to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, at least on the basketball side of things. We have some volleyball coverage coming up a little bit later this month, but our final basketball game Tuesday night, Belleville East, the number 5 ranked Belleville East Lancers, are coming into town to take on your Collinsville Kahawks, and we'll be on 6 o'clock for the junior varsity game. They're going for a 16-0 season. 1 more game left. Right now, JV is 15-0, so looking forward to that one. And then the varsity counterparts will take the court right after that contest. So a big thank you to, well, I don't have anyone to thank anymore, do I? I'm the only one up here. So thank you to all of our sponsors. How about we do that? A thank you to all of our sponsors. And my name is Todd Duke. Until Tuesday evening, everyone have yourselves a fantastic weekend.